Okay, for those of you involved in the Moscone expansion project, I wanted to show you some changes that I made to the schedule in the first half of this video, and then in the second half I want to just show everybody who works for WebCore on the field side how to use a few things that I have in Smartsheet. So you all should be pretty familiar with this screen. This is when you click on your home tab, there's a bunch of things listed on this left-hand column. There should be one that says Moscone expansion schedule, and underneath you'll find these this file structure. The things that I wanted to show you for today that have changed are if you click on phase 2, which is right here, you'll have only 2 things in that folder from now on. It used to be a big long breakdown with structure as one sheet and interiors as another. I've had some problems managing the different sheets that way, so we've put the entire schedule into one sheet, and I will click on that in a minute and show you. But before I do that, I wanted to show you an archive. So every week or so when we make the sub-meeting schedule, we'll create a copy and put a copy of that in here so that and I'll recreate this so that there's not a separate folder, but this will just list all of the sub-meeting schedules that we've had over the last 3 or 4 months, so that if you have questions on old information, it'll be there. So going back to our phase 2 schedule, if you look at the overall schedule, I want to show you a couple quick tips to navigate through all of this. The first thing is if you right click up here on the task name bar, then you can go to collapse all, and it will show you the basic structure of the schedule. So your work breakdown structure will be in these 5 parts for phase 2: structure, interiors, exterior, Howard Street, mechanical spaces, and then under each one of those you'll have different sections. We are probably going to change these around quite a bit over the course of time. As you can see on interiors, we have exhibition, east, west, and then roof, and then miscellaneous. As the floors start to open up, we may just go floor by floor and forget the east-west designation and move things around. We've kind of moved that back and forth. So this is an easy way to see how we've structured the schedule so that you can find things more easily. Another thing I want to show you is filtering. So a lot of times this bar up here that you see at the top does not show up when you first open the sheet. So you right click again on the task name, and there should be a line in here that says show filter menu. Click on that, and then it'll show you a little drop down box where you can filter different things. Now what I've done is I've created 2 filters that I use all the time, which are incomplete activities, which if you click on that and then click edit filter, it'll show you what it's filtering. So it's basically filtering out everything that has a percentage complete of 100%. So this is all activities that are incomplete or unfinished activities. Okay. Another filter that I've pre-set for you guys is a look ahead. Now you'll see in the description it says look ahead, you must modify the filter date. So right now this is a look ahead schedule, but you don't know what the dates are, so you have to change the dates to filter as far out as you want to look. So for the sub meeting, for example, we click on this, we go to edit current filter, and then you have to click on the date, and you go 3 weeks from today or wherever it is that you want your schedule activities to show up. So if you want a 3-month look ahead, you just add 3 months from today, or if you want a 3-week look ahead, you add 3 weeks from today. So in this example, today is December 8th. So if I'm going to print the sub meeting for next week, it's going to be the following 3 weeks. So I'm going to want any activity that's starting before the 30th. So I'll click on the 31st, hit apply. And then this is our 3-week look-ahead schedule that we will be printing for the sub-meeting. Okay, there's a little bit of cleanup that we have to do in here. There's some old carryover items. We haven't been including the spray-on fireproofing or slab metal deck sequence for a while, so I've got to fix some things. But I just want to send you this video so that you guys knew how to use it, and hopefully it's helpful. Now, anybody who does not care about some internal web core things can turn off the video now. But for everyone else, I wanted to quickly show some of the superintendents a few other things that are included in this folder. So right now we've got a field tasks folder. This shows you guys kind of overall who is or not who's responsible, but the things that we're kind of working through. It's been a while since I've updated this, but this is kind of a running list that matches the WBS and the schedule of things that we're kind of working on. And if you need to write work to complete lists or make ready lists, this is a great place to go in and add those and then filter and print those for yourself. So again, this is a little bit old, but this is kind of the system that we've been using to figure out what kind of action items we're working through. Okay. The other thing that is in the schedule folder is the issues log. So this is where we have issues that we've inputted into the schedule or anything that the project managers are trying to keep track of. So again, those things can be found here. When you input an issue into the schedule, okay, you go into the the schedule folder, and it'll pull up this list you see on the right hand side. This is a sheet that shows you how to put an issue into the schedule. All right, this will just give you a few examples. What's really important is that you use the word issue before your activity, because that is what the issue log filters out of our schedule and inputs into the log so that we can know what the issues for the last month have been. The only reason this is really important is because we use this to communicate with the owner about what the issues on the project have been, and we want a good comprehensive list of all of the issues so that we can decide as a senior level team what to include in the schedule that we submit to the owner. The other thing is there's a Moscone convention calendar in here. I think this is accurate up through 2017. This is a schedule template, so if you need to do anything like mess around with your own schedule or create your own schedule, just click on this, hit use template, and then it's got all of the same formatting as the main schedule so that it's easier to cut and paste into the main schedule. But don't be afraid to do things in the main schedule in Smartsheet. This is your schedule, it's your playground. Make it your own. Don't be nervous about moving things around because I want you all to have the flexibility to create your own schedules. All right, if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. And thanks for listening.